Good morning. We are in Cache Creek getting unloaded. Hi, Jess. I'll throw the camera up and then grab a broom, get ready to sweep the deck. Brr, it's a chilly morning. Does that work for you? And yeah, I know most of this would blow off. I just want to get the big stuff off. Don't need to have this stuff all flying over the road. So yeah, we're in Cache Creek, or north of Cache Creek. So we'll be driving through Cache Creek here shortly. We're driving up towards Kelowna, so we'll go Highway 97 south to Cache Creek. And then we'll join Highway 1 up towards Kamloops. We'll see how far we get. These bales look pretty yellow, but if you look just under the surface, they're very green. It's just the outside layer that's bleached. I'll ask him if I should turn around right over here or if I can loop around the whole farm. I'm not sure which way is their preferred method. All right, the rest of the straw will blow off as we drive.
Please drive to highlighted route.
still wearing my jacket, so hopefully the microphone's not completely muffled.
Well, it's gonna be.
No, I'm turning around right here. Where are you going? What are you doing? Dude. I'll turn around this way then. I haven't filled it on the paperwork yet, but
I think we need to restart the day.
In 900
today's
turn
been
right on Caribou Highway.
special. Today's been special. This is farm number 3 that we went to deliver, and we're finally at the right farm. Not our fault. We went exactly where our directions told us to go. I'm gonna stop right over here. I'll get you to. Well, I'll do it because that's all there is to do. All right, stop here, fill out paperwork, and then we'll get rolling. Okay, let's hammer down. So start today morning really nice. Last night, after we ended the video with you guys, we actually caught up with Tim, the other driver that you guys saw in the bonus video like a week ago. Ran into him, followed him up all the way to Ashcroft. He slept at a brake check, I slept at an Esso truck stop. Personal preference, right? And there's a difference between dudes and chicks being in the where are you going to stop overnight.
Exactly.
Got up in the morning at 6:30, got to the farmyard at 7 o'clock sharp, unstrapped everything, and here comes the farmer going, actually the boss man wants you to unload at the site 5 kilometers down the road. I guess 6 kilometers down the road. Okay, strap everything back up, drive 6 kilometers down the road. Get a phone call from the boss. Jess gets a phone call from dispatch, I guess, not from the boss, going, do not unload. Tim's at the right place, you're at the wrong place. I need to confirm. I'm like, well, I'm already outside, unstrapped everything, so here I go, strapping everything down again. And then we had to drive 25 kilometers further north of Cache Creek here, to finally be at the right farm. This is actually the father of the guy that was working at the other farm. And as you can see, there were 2 other trucks here ready to unload right after me. So, and the last place we showed up, another truck showed up right after us. So we were just barely beating all these other trucks to unload. So, you know what? It is what it is. It took us exactly 2 hours to get everything figured out and unloaded and get to the right place.
Turn right on Caribou Highway.
Caribou Highway? Where's the caribou? Look at that big lava rock there. Can I make that without taking up both lanes? I think so. Yeah, no problem. So I was saying we were headed to Kelowna to load in Kelowna.
Highway.
Apparently while I was unloading outside talking to you guys, that changed. Apparently the load in Kelowna is no longer available and we're just driving straight to the Kootenays. Empty. A whole, 585 kilometers. I'm throwing rocks. I was picking up a lot of rocks in the tire treads. That would be what that sound is.
And I think either the insulation wasn't there that we're supposed to pick up.
Or he didn't want to transport it on crappy weather like the Paulson is. Insulation. Because we refused to tarp those loads because he does not have a tarping station. He wants them tarped. So that's what I think happened.
Yeah. My other thing is like this next coming one requires timing with the pilot car. So you also don't want to delay that if you have that set up.
The next one will be a pilot car run. Woohoo!
To somewhere in Vancouver. I think we get a chance to really look.
I believe it was downtown Vancouver, they said. I don't know if it's going to be pilot car the whole way or just pilot car in Vancouver. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have to look at how wide it is, what the laws are.
So that would change where we sleep and meet up, and that's going to be a whole thing to figure out too.
You want to send Dave a text and ask him, hey, is this load pilot car the whole way or just in Vancouver? If it's pilot car the whole way, I would like to just go right to the site tomorrow and park on at the site. That we don't have to pilot cars twice. If it's pilot car from Abbotsford, they're probably going to make me start really early on Thursday morning and pilot car in before rush hour or something.
Yeah. I mean, it might require more of a phone call and text to get all those answers.
Yeah.
He might not have all that info quite yet. Is he just doing all loads at once, or is it separate, or, you know, I mean? Don't
know if it's going to be spread out loads or if all 3 loads are going to be piloted in at the same time. If it's a convoy, it's really going to slow us down.
I think you still need separate pilot cars over a convoy even.
Convoys always slow you down. Because everybody needs to eat and pee at a different schedule. I guess there'd be guys that are in convoy always going. Convoys are always such a big rush, depending on your style of driving, right?
Yeah.
It's like everybody always is such a rush when we're in a convoy. It's like, and me, I go, we're always such a slow. That's not true. I've convoyed with other drivers that I could not keep up with. I remember I did with Ronald and Dwayne at one convoy down to the U.S. and I could not keep up with them. They were gone. So in that case, they were just gone. But there was no pilot cars for that run. Tuesday and I feel worn out because of all this getting pulled one way and then pulled the other way and then like re-strapping this load 3 times. I had to strap this load down 3 times.
I won't say what the wife said.
If it was a fourth one, I would have told them, I'm just coming right to your yard and dumping it in your yard. You figure it out.
Well,
The wife says she didn't get any sleep,
that's not what I was going to say, but I definitely didn't get sleep.
so we can adjust the heat a little bit differently. Try to have the front, this one, set to a little warmer, a little cooler, so that you don't.
Oh.
Oh,
Where we're going, I think we've been here before. I'll look it up.
a French place?
That's what I thought, but maybe not, no.
There's some big projects in the same area. Welcome to Cache Creek.
This is in
I've never seen any cache floating down the creek.
kind of like the downtown east side almost, Granville.
I definitely haven't been there before.
No, very close to the water too.
Right here we're gonna take a sharp left-hand turn and head up Highway 1. Oh, it's Highway 1 / Highway 97. And further down the road, it actually turns into Highway 5 as well.
Like, this is like a one-lane street, but it's parking on both sides. Whew. We'll look that up more later. But
Yeah.
In 400
Should be
meters,
entertaining.
Turn left on Highway 1.
I guess they are finally working on repairing this bridge. It got damaged pretty badly in the flooding this spring.
I wonder if it's the same people that won the bid on the Coquihalla bridges or whatever, and they just had to wait till they were available to come down here.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Buddy, you got a green light. I see your green light. There you go. What are you doing? You have a green light. What are you doing? Turns over there.
There's green light for us now.
Dude.
See, this is the type of day we're having.
Ain't nobody's hit me yet. Well, that was last week. I might have overcooked this.
Your
Totally
turn.
did. My turn.
Some more hay bales going.
Yeah.
Continue on Highway 1.
No, they don't get sick. One of those days.
My turn to screw up. It just, I drove too far because I was focused on that driver. My bad. Okay. We've had all the excitement for the day. That is good enough for me. That's enough excitement for the day. That's embarrassing, making a turn that bad. It's funny how Kenworth, the W9Ls are one of the worst turning trucks on the market. Meanwhile, the modern aerodynamic Kenworths are one of the best turning trucks on the market. It's like, why can you not take some of that technology and put it into the older style trucks? Freedom of the open road. guess there's still a chance we're going to get a load in Kelowna if they find a load before I get there.
I doubt it. That would screw up your loading time and all that. Do you really want to add more excitement to your day by jinxing yourself?
No, I don't want to. No, I'm good. I'm good. We're going to silage piles here. A lot of fermenting grass. That looks like a cold storage,
Huh?
like potato storage. That type of crop storage. I don't see them growing potatoes here, but it's that type of storage. I don't know what. Onions, beets, carrots, that type of thing you would store in a cold storage like that.
You go for a good stew right now.
Good stew? Well, you have to wait till next week. You can make all the good stew you want.
I hardly ever make stew, but I feel like it. Well, it's a good nap is what I want.
Well, it's 0 degrees Celsius outside. Feel free to take a nap. It'd be pretty cool to get you snoring on YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll shoot Sleep with a Trucker later on today.
I think my snoring is probably just as worse as my singing.
I don't know if I've ever heard you sing. Every now and then to a song. I doubt you've ever. Well, maybe every now and then.
You singing? No, that's very rare.
It's a prediction that Mom made that went very wrong.
Oh?
When I was, earliest memories I have, walking around in Mexico, I guess it wouldn't be the earliest, but we had moved from Belize already and we were living in Mexico. My mom would tell our aunt that I would be a famous singer someday because how good I whistled as a little kid.
How can
It's
you
like
whistle?
5, 6 years old and I was the best whistler in the world.
I don't think I've ever heard you whistle.
Don't even know how. I know. No idea how I stopped whistling and how I stopped being good. I have a good theory on that. I had a lot of ear infections.
Oh.
I bet you that screwed up my ability to hear sound properly. And that's where I went tone deaf. Before that I was really good until I had ear infections.
And then you decided working in a factory would really help your hearing.
And now driving a truck isn't helping hearing either because how loud
Exactly.
trucks are.
I tried sleeping with earplugs in last night.
No good?
No, it's not comfortable.
I hate earplugs. I should be wearing them. I hate them.
Why not? Snow geese.
Yeah, a lot of snow geese in the field back there.
I almost turned the music back on last night to sleep too. Almost.
You can try it.
But that wasn't really the problem. It was more the
Temperature?
temperature.
Because the bunk heat regulates the heat in the back very nicely.
It does.
The
You don't-
truck, it's just a temperature. It's a certain amount of heat it blows in. If the engine gets warmer or colder, or if it gets warmer or colder outside, it blows exactly the same amount of heat. It doesn't increase it or decrease it. So
it got really hot, so then I turned the heat off back there. And then I got the worst Charlie horses ever. So my feet got cold. If you get cold, It was just back and forth.
So I think we'll try to set up the heat warm enough that I'm not hot on the top bunk and you're not cold on the bottom. Or you just have to go sleep upstairs. It's warmer upstairs.
Well, the problem is that it can sometimes be cold for you up there, so warm, right? So I have to. I get warmer faster in the bottom. In the summer, you're hotter because you don't get the cold air up there.
All right, we should have some spare time tonight. We should arrive at the customer probably around 6 o'clock. We'll probably take a little bit of time off for lunch. We'll get fuel somewhere. We're in no rush. I mean, I'm going to rush the whole time so I have spare time at the end of the day. I prefer having all my spare time in one big clump. But during the day, if we want to take a little time off extra, like today'd be the day to make a good burger for lunch.
Yeah.
And then maybe have supper ready right when we stop at the customer. Yeah, that might work out pretty good. Hey, there's a teepee up there.
Whatever goes good with coleslaw.
Coleslaw?
Yeah.
That's your choice. So, chicken, ground beef, or ground beef and beans, or pulled pork.
Probably pulled pork. Probably want to save the chicken for tomorrow
When we're in a mad rush with pilot cars and stuff.
Yep.
Chicken fingers are always the perfect meal to save for a day where I don't have time to stop and make food. Pull over, throw the chicken fingers into the toaster oven, drive an hour down the road, 45 minutes. No, chicken fingers warm up quicker than that. Probably half an hour down the road, pull over, grab the chicken fingers, and then drive again and just eat them without any dipping sauce. Just go.
Nice homemade chicken fingers.
Just basically built the flavor into the breading of the chicken. All the flavor I need.
So if I know the frozen brand ones to upset my stomach, the only ones that don't are homemade. And that one place in town we buy them.
Slept on that pullout before. Beautiful spot to wake up to. Man, the stars last night, just so crisp and clear. There's a big crane. Beautiful, beautiful stars last night looking up into the sky. See that? Oh! I kind of gave it away now if I tell that story. Okay, obviously you guys will figure out the answer to this because I kind of gave the answer away already. I can't remember what year it was. This is some years ago. LA had a big earthquake and all the power went out. And 911 got quite a few phone calls stating that there was a glowing cloud in the sky. And 911 had to keep telling him it's okay. Don't worry about it. Because the people of LA had never seen the Milky Way before.
It's kind of funny.
They were calling 911 because they saw the Milky Way. There was a glowing cloud in the sky at night. Because of the power outage, they had never seen the Milky Way in their life before and thought it was an emergency. There's something wrong. There's a glowing cloud in the sky. I guess if you don't realize, if you only stars you see are in pictures and then telescopes, you don't realize the Milky Way actually looks like a cloud on a nice black sky with no lights around. You just see these beautiful clouds in the sky. You can also see less of those during harvest season when there's a lot of dust and you want to pick a nice crisp. In the winter is the best time to see those. So is there next week 2 days somewhere that I can just have?
I believe Tuesday, Wednesday would probably be the best.
Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah.
So Tuesday night, a hotel night somewhere?
Yeah. We have plans Monday, and then Thursday is American Thanksgiving that we were planning to stream.
Okay.
So like Tuesday, Wednesday.
So Thursday, Friday would be streams and stuff. So Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. Have a plan. It might not work at all. It's basically 1 in a million to make this work. But we would stay up till 2 a.m.
You know, I know an easy way to make me stay up to 2 a.m.
What's that?
Put me in the idling truck.
So hotel checkout time is usually what time?
10, 11 usually. Some are noon, but it's very rare.
We could ask for a late checkout. I'll even pay a little extra for a late checkout.
It really depends on.
You know what I'm planning?
I have an idea of what you're planning, but I never know, and I know better than I ask, but you won't tell me.
It's a 1 in a million chance that it'll work out, but I'd be willing to spend the money just to find it.
Then I have no clue what you're really doing, but I'm just.
What do you think? Go ahead. I'll tell you. Go ahead. What do you think?
I mean, I actually want to see the Northern Lights or something.
Yeah, let's see if we can find the Northern Lights. Maybe we'll look at the prediction table if they're supposed to be pretty active. I would like to drive to Alberta, somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe a little north of Pincher Creek area. Or even a little north of Calgary. Somewhere we'll kind of math out the...
Like, Pincher Creek, I don't think could be far enough to have a higher chance.
Yeah, the further north would be better, yeah.
I don't know how far out you can predict them, but yeah.
So, it might be one of those Monday evenings we go and book the hotel or not.
Yeah.
Because you have never seen real Northern Lights.
No.
I mean, you've seen the green glow.
Yep.
You've never seen the dancing. You've seen the dancing on video, on time lapses. You see the really fast dancing, and that's not what it looks like in real life.
I'm up for the challenge of Googling and figuring things out.
Yeah, we'll try to see if it's if a Tuesday night would work out. We have to look at weather too, clouds and stuff. So chances are more likely that it's not going to happen than happen. If it happens, expect photos on my Facebook. And I'm hoping more than just green, but if we see them, 99% of the time they are green. Sometimes you get pinks and purples, but 99% of the time they're just green. I've seen them many, many times when I worked an evening shift at Load King, building semi-trailers. I would be driving home at 1:30 at night. Evening shift went very late into the night. And when I'd be driving home, that hour drive home, that time of night, in the winter, almost every night, I saw some sort of northern lights. And some nights where it was like, pull over and just watch them for a while because they were magical.
Yep, that's what I want to do. See magical northern lights.
So let's see if we can do it. And if this doesn't work out, we got another vacation in January that we haven't even requested yet. But I always love going down this valley. It's beautiful. I'm like 80, it's just 80. I'm like, we'll just do what feels right. Guess what? I'm pretty much at 80. The sign, the suggested speed feels right. Sometimes you can go a lot quicker, but if you're a new driver, just follow those yellow signs.
That's what I do.
Just follow those yellow signs. If you don't know the road, as you learn the road, you know which ones you can go faster or slower on. Because every now and then there's a sign. I know on Highway 3 through Hope Princeton, there's one corner that says 80, and I always hit 60 on that one with a big rating.
Well, even my personal car, I follow them. Especially since I can't use a GPS legally. I don't have a visual up ahead.
Reference on how tight the corner looks. Yeah, for those people that say, oh, I never use a GPS, the most I use the GPS for is seeing around corners, looking how tight the next corner is. I glance at the GPS all the time to see how tight the next corner is. When you start thinking you don't actually turn the GPS off, you're like, oh, shoot, how fast can I take these corners? Seeing what is behind the corner you will drive differently around the corners. You will overcook the corners less, and you will undercook the corners less.
I remember one time in our personal vehicle, it's foggy on the connector, and we could outdrive people because they couldn't see where the road was.
Yeah, we had the GPS off, everybody else, or GPS on. This was still the early days GPS when people didn't have, every vehicle in the world didn't have GPS. No way I'm making that, so we'll just slow down here right away. I appreciate you trying, thank you. But on foggy days like that, I was passing people, but very cautiously, because closing rate, if all of a sudden there's somebody in front of you going slower, you want to drive the speed everybody else is and just slowly work your way around people. Is that Kamloops Lake?
Well, I don't remember.
Oh, how do you pronounce this? Oh, come on. No. I know how to pronounce this. Shoot. Savannah.
Savona?
It's not Savona, it's Savannah. It actually, if you went to the original French spelling, it'd be Savanu, Savanu, something like that. But a gentleman by the last name Savanu, French gentleman, built a ferry crossing here, and it was the Savanu crossing, but everybody called it the Savannah crossing. So
This is not spelled anything like how
No, so
Savannah
it is-
spelled.
everybody pronounces it Savannah these days. Thank you to whoever told me about that. Savanu would have been the original. Crossing. Basically, the town was here because of the ferry crossing. Lake is really low. You see all these docks sitting on the sand. Okay, we're doing speed limit here, so I think yes. Both of us at the same time. Impressive. A lot of sandbars, yeah. People's docks and probably a few hundred feet out. I don't know how much that is in height. The lake is low, but I've never seen this lake that low. It might be a seasonal thing that it always goes this low this time of year.
Good morning all. The bulk fuel in the Sudco, Soda Salmo yard is out of clear diesel. The fuel truck has broken down and will not be here until tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, no fuel at Salmo. Man, Jess was talking about it yesterday. Cooney's has had a hard time getting fuel recently. Keep getting updates on Isaac going, hey, Castlegar fuel is out of fuel. Esso in Salmo is out. Oh, our own yard is out of fuel.
Reading this ferry is now a bridge. But man, reading this, it's like it broke here, got snapped the cable here, this happened, this accident, and then this happened to the bridge, and that happened. Like, there's just no good luck with that bridge. Ferry, man.
So the bridge that we just crossed is where the
Oh.
ferry used to be.
Maybe. I went down a rabbit hole there.
Anything else interesting other than a lot of bad luck?
I was just basically reading about the bad luck. It used to be to help herd cattle across the river.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the ferry would bring cattle across.
The cattle would swim by the consent ago with them. I don't know.
stay in this lane. Not long enough for the pickup to pass us, so don't tempt them to try.
Yeah, for the fuel, Castle Yard gives me enough fuel, and Sam a lot of fuel. It's just, you gotta get it in Grand Forks.
Yep, I think we'll stop at the Grand Forks Petro Pass and fuel up there.
Probably when one's out of fuel, everybody stops at the other one.
Yep.
And then that,
And there's a chance of that one running out, yeah.
and then the fuel truck breaks down, and then. I wonder if it broke down on Paulson with all this snow.
I think these fuel trucks come from Calgary,
Okay, well
so
then
it would be
could-
Kootenay Pass, yeah.
with all the snow and stuff on Paulson and Kootenay lately. Could have been stuck from that. I don't think the boss man got back to you yet about the pilot car.
There's always a fun little climb here, carving all these corners.
A lot of pulp mill smoke over there.
Yeah, quite a bit of fog. Not smoke, but just vapor. Most of that's not smoke, most of it's water vapor. Quite hazy looking. With the temperatures being at 0, putting all that hot air into the sky.
Train down there.
Train on the other side of the lake. It looks like an empty coal train.
Excuse me.
I believe that would be Canadian Pacific on that side and Canadian National on this side, right below us. Can't really see it down there, but I could be wrong. Could be Canadian Pacific on this side and Canadian National on the other side, but I think it's Canadian Pacific on the other side of the lake.
I do find it kind of crazy that they allow left turns into the rest area here.
Yep. Yep. And this is a dangerous left-hand turn here. Such a dangerous left-hand turn. It's kind of beautiful with the haze.
It is.
Pulled over, looking at the scenery as well. At least I'm assuming that's what they're doing. There's a golf course down there. Well, I guess this is another video that's getting on the long side, so we should probably wrap things up. Still beside the golf course. It's really stretched across this whole building development.
Yep.
That way, no matter where you live, you can step out the back of your door and be on the golf course. Tobino? I think think the community's called. She's probably mispronouncing that too, but
Wow.
I got Savannah right finally. We're winning. I got one right for once. But you can see how Savanu became Savona. And then just pronounce Savannah.
The American side of me finds Savannah very weird. Because
Yep.
Savannah and like one of the Carolinas is spelled differently. And yeah.
Oh, there's another train on the other side.
Yep.
You can see bright reflections off the side. They're both moving, so there's got to be two tracks on that side because they're coming head on, both at full speed. I can't see what that is. Maybe a mix of cars. I believe he's got his four-way flashers on. He should slow down. There's a passing lane coming up. All right, let's end the video here. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Really, really appreciate it. I see a lot of new subscribers popping up. Welcome. Got some new members as well. And some members have gone as well, so the member list keeps changing. Come and go as you guys please. I want to keep that a 000 pressure thing. If you guys want me to send you a sticker of our truck, hit that join button. There's a video there. You can see what sticker I'm going to send you. It's the one on my driver's side door. You can become part of the cookie crew. Why the cookie crew? Because I always have a cookie here somewhere. By the way, where are my cookies?
I gave me a muffin today.
Yeah, I got a muffin instead of a cookie. Food.
No.
Anyway, thank you guys for all your support. Really appreciate all your comments and likes and thumbs ups and stuff. So, see you guys tomorrow. I guess with that super wide load. See how that goes.
Highway 3 again.
Highway 3 with a super wide load. For now, we're out of here. You guys absolutely rock.
Adios.